So looking at our last unit, or last day of Unit 5, we're going to combine some of the concepts that we've talked about. So we're going to look at basically it's a torpedo tank, like an LP tank. So what we have here, let's do 4 feet there. And let's do 16 feet here. I want to find volume and surface area. So when we're looking at composite figures like this, a figure that's made up of other smaller figures, the way we add things up isn't just straightforward. Volume is additive. So what that means is I can just find the volume of each of the pieces and add it together. So I'm going to treat this as 2 separate pieces. The first piece is the cylinder. What is the diameter of the cylinder? 4 feet. What's this height, or length of the cylinder there?
16.
16 goes all the way up to the tips.
8.
To be, you got the right idea with the 8.
Oh, wait.
12, right? So if that's 4 feet, that means the radius is 2 feet, right? So that'd be 2 feet this way here and 2 feet here. So 16 minus 2 gives us 12 feet. So we need area of the base. How do we find the area of the base for that? Of course, the base is that shape right there. Settle down, plenty of time for everybody to answer.
Circumference.
Pi times will be area, so pi times
4.
Radius squared. So the radius would be 2. So pi times 2 squared is 12.56 square feet. What do we do with that then to find the volume? Times what?
Volume.
Area of the base times
The height.
height, their length, 12 feet, right? What is that, 150.72?
Yep.
Cubic feet. Well, because we can, and I'm kind of cruel.
We already knew that.
How many gallons is that?
Get some milk out. Start dumping.
Do you remember our conversion between cubic feet and gallons? One cubic foot is 7.5 gallons. So I need to pull out my calculator. 150.72. What'd you get?
20.096.
You divided, you had to multiply.
Oh, my bad.
11,304. You're off by just a little bit.
Big difference.
You know, safety margins.
Yeah.
But that's our volume. I threw the gallons in there as extra. I hope you can get to that point by piecing things together. Excuse me, allergies are kicking in. Surface area. When we deal with surface area, we have to be careful to account for the fact that some surfaces are covered. If a surface is covered, it's no longer on the surface anymore, is it? Here, the biggest thing that's covered is going to be the ends or the bases of that cylinder. So I don't need the area of the bases for the cylinders because the sphere is over the top of them, right? By the way, what have I not done for volume yet?
Divided by 2. Oh, the circle.
Here. I say, well, there's 2 half spheres, aren't there? Yeah, but of course, 2 half spheres make 1 full sphere, right? What's the radius of our sphere? 2 feet. So volume is 4/3 times pi times radius cubed. So just do 4 divided by 3 times pi times 2 cubed. 33.07 cubic feet. So I will combine that with this to get a total cubic feet of 183.79. I'll convert that into gallons so we get the full gallons for this. Giving us 1378.443. Is really our full gallons. Any questions on the volume? Yeah.
The 4/3.
That's just part of the formula. The formula for the volume of a sphere is 4/3 times pi times radius cubed.
Why is it 4/3?
To explain where the 4/3 comes from, I'd have to do calculus.
Oh.
So that's one of the ones that, one of the few times I'll just tell you, you gotta memorize that one. Surface area. Like we said, the ends of the cylinder are covered, so all we need is the lateral area for the cylinder. So to do lateral area, I need the perimeter of the base, which is, this is a circumference of a circle. So how do we do the circumference of a circle? Pi times diameter. So this will be pi times diameter of 4, will be 12.56 feet. So the lateral area is the perimeter of the base times that height, times the length. 12.56 feet times that length, which was 12 feet, right? Otherwise known as 150.72 square feet. It's uncommon, but this happens to be one of those few times where the lateral area and the volume are equal. It's one of those coincidences that pops up enough that you think it might be significant, but it's not. It really isn't. There is no connection between the two. So that's our lateral area for the cylinder. We don't need the area of the bases because the bases are covered, but we need to find the surface area of the sphere. Remember the formula for surface area of the sphere? 4 times pi times radius squared. Again, that 4 is just that constant that comes from the calculus of it. 4 times pi times, what's my radius again?
2 feet.
2, so 2 squared. Which gives us, what, 50.24 square feet of area for the sphere. Add up those two surface areas. 200.96 square feet of total surface area. But hey, not so bad.
I can tell my other high school was lacking in the math department.
Yeah, you telling me I just had a brain aneurysm.
But also, I feel like they didn't do it as simple as you did. Which I don't know why teachers don't show multiple ways of doing things. Not that you haven't, but I mean.
I found in my experience that a lot of teachers don't understand multiple ways of doing it. They know what the textbook shows them how to do, and that's all they know in a lot of cases. I've been fortunate enough to do a lot of this stuff in practice, so you learn some of the shortcuts and whatever.
You practice math?
I did engineering work for a lot of years, so I've used math.
Oh, I thought you actually just sat down and practiced.
It's kind of funny because, you know, most engineers, they'll say one of their biggest, if they're people that like math, they'll say one of their biggest disappointments is they don't do much math. And then a lot of engineers, you plug numbers in the computer and the computer program does it. I did repair engineering.
You had to.
So it was stuff that was broken and had to be fixed. And in most cases, the computer didn't know what to do. You had to figure it out by hand, or at least figure out how to manipulate the computer into doing it. So I actually did get to use more math, which was more fun.
More fun?
For me, it was. Okay, let's see. What do I want to do to you guys next?
Not give us a final?
What color is the sky in your world, Avery?
I don't know. Sometimes green, maybe blue. I don't really know, man. Whatever color I want it to be.
You could make a pill that cures that now.
I'm perfectly
good.
I'm really good, but I don't know. If I start making like weird noises, I'll take you up on that offer.
Somebody give me a number between 5 and 15.
7.
12, I heard. 24 feet, 24 feet. 30 feet. Let's see. $35 feet. Let's find volume and surface area. I'll give you a minute to draw that if you need it. So basically this would be like a wedge. Obviously not 24 feet, it'd be more like 24 millimeters, but still. Volume. There's only two pieces for volume here. One, we're going to have the box. So we'll do the box first. For the box, we need the area of the base. Well, that's going to be our base. Tell me how to find the area of that base. 24 times 24. You got it. Otherwise known, what is that, 576 square feet?
Yep.
Perfect. What do we do to make that a volume? By the height, which is
30.
30.
$17,280.
Perfect. 70,280 cubic feet. Next, we have the pyramid. We already have the base area, it's the same as the base of the box. So how do we go ahead and get the volume of that pyramid? Having that area of the base.
Break it down.
Multiplied by 35.
Times the height, the 35. Divided by 3. This is three-dimensional. Volume's three-dimensional. We divide by 3. So what's that give us?
6,720.
Perfect. Cubic feet for that. So we add those together, we get a total volume.
Oh, add those.
24,000. Is that right?
Adding 17.
Yep.
Adding 6.
Those two, yep.
Oh, I got 26,880. Unless I did that wrong. Oh, I totally did that wrong thing. You're right.
24,000.
Yeah.
That's not so bad. Well, then let's talk about surface area. Do I need the area of a base for the box?
Yes.
Yeah, one of them I do. Normally I'd have two bases for the box, but the top one is covered by the pyramid. So I do have the area of the base of 576 square feet. So we do have to have that once. Next, I need lateral area for the box. What do I need to find for lateral area? Perimeter of the base. And here that base is 24 by 24. 24 plus 24 plus 24 plus 24. It's 96 feet. And then
You have to find the slant too. Or no?
not for the box, we don't, but you're thinking for the pyramid, yes. The lateral area for the box is the perimeter of the base, the 96 feet times a height of 30. We divide by anything? Say no.
No.
2880, is that what that comes out to be?
Yep.
2,880 square feet is to be added for the lateral area of the box. For the pyramid, do I need the area of the base? No, the area of the base is covering the top of the box. It's covered by the box. So I don't need the base of the pyramid. It's not a surface. It's covered. So all I need is lateral area for the pyramid. Oh, I already know the perimeter of the base is 96 feet. It's the same as the perimeter of the box. But I also need to know, you had this one, Lane, slant. So if I go up here to find the slant, I'm looking at basically this triangle here. What do I know about this part of the triangle?
That's a right angle.
It's a right angle, yep.
5.
Bottom is 12 feet, half of that length of the side of the base. This is 35, that's my height. I find this by doing yeah, 35 squared plus 12 squared, and square root it to give us.
You got to
Here you go. I don't know how to use that.
Oh, I don't need it.
You get second, then the x squared key for square root.
Yeah, I need to watch like an instruction video to use that.
On how to use one.
Right here, so you do second, square
That thing
root,
is fancy. That's really like the
35 squared plus 12 squared, close the parentheses, 37.
Nice.
So our slant is
You
37.
got one of the fancy ones.
So then our lateral area for the pyramid is perimeter of the base, 96 feet times what?
37.
37, our slant, and
Divided by 3. Oh, 2.
2. Area is two-dimensional. We divide by 2.
1776. Oof. Rough year.
Yes, it is 1776. So lateral area of the pyramid, 1776. We add those up to get our surface area of 5,232 square feet of total surface area. Having fun yet?
Eh.
Where'd the 9 come from for the lateral area? Or 96? Sorry,
96,
that makes more sense.
that's the perimeter of the base.
You're biting the neighbor's tail.
Okay. I think I should make you guys do one more.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I leave.
You're
here, I
really
forget
complaining? We have a 2 to 3 day test. We might need it.
Yeah. We got a big test coming up. Might as well use the time we got.
This is our class now? Oh, this is Celtic stuff. So it's black nothingness.
The black is the area, is the base.
Is this a fan or?
Is that like a quarter of?
It looks almost like a fan, yes.
It is a fan. Wait, is that one of your biggest?
Oh, I see now.
Is that one of your biggest fans or no?
Oh yeah, that's rough.
So, the square on the when the teacher giggles, you know it's going to be fun.
I can't even draw this.
No, I know.
If this is on our
I'm still
final,
taking
I'll
pencil.
simply get it wrong.
I wouldn't do this to you on the final, but I've got to do it to you just to satisfy myself before we get to the final.
Just leave a little note like.
This is volume and surface area again. It is not nearly as difficult as it looks.
You're a liar. First of all.
Oh, no, it's actually not. Remember we talked about cutting stuff apart and putting it back together. This is a prime example of that. If I cut it corner to corner like this, first of all, this really should come in like that. I didn't draw it terribly well.
You should see mine.
So I have these
Might be extra credit, you never know.
kind of quarter circles, half circles, however you look at it, right? But I drew that corner to corner to break it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to look at this shape here. That is a half circle, right? I'm actually going to cut it here. So I have a half circle with like half of a square cut out of it. But then I'm also going to look up here. That is the mirror image. It's also a half circle. If I take those two and I put them together,
You're gonna have
what I
a
get
circle.
is a full circle with a square cut out of it. The diameter of my circle is the 10 feet, the side of that original outer square. So I can find the area of the full circle. And of course, my area I'm looking at is this part right here, right? The area of that full circle is pi times 5 squared.
Tony Stark stuff.
otherwise known as 78.5 square feet. This square in here, actually I'm going to split it up as to two triangles. This is 10 feet, this is 5 feet, right? That triangle is 10 feet by 5 feet, of course divided by 2, right? Then times 2 because there's two of them. There's one over here that matches it, right? That's 50 square feet. If I subtract that, I have 28.5 square feet. That's the area of this part out here. Well, what I just found, that would be this part and this part. Oops. How does the rest of the area compare? Same, right? I would just cut here now and put them side by side like that. It'd be the same shape, right? So I'm just going to multiply that times 2. 57 square feet. That's the area of my base. That's the area of that flower or fan looking thing. That wasn't near as hard as you thought it was going to be, was it? The volume is that area of the base, 57 square feet, times that 15 feet of length. 855 cubic feet of volume. Surface area. Well, we already have the area of a base, 57 square feet. And of course the backside's also there, so that's also 57 square feet. We need the lateral area. Find the lateral area. The big thing is the perimeter of the base. Well, we've already seen from our finding our area that the base is just 4 half circles, right? Does that make sense? 4 half circles makes 2 complete circles. So that's pi times the diameter, which is 10, 31.4 feet, and of course times 2, because there's 2 of them, 62.8 feet is the perimeter of my base. So the lateral area is that perimeter of the base, 62.8 square feet, times what? 15 feet between the bases. It's not even square feet, that's just 68.2 times 15 gives me 1,023 square feet of lateral area. So that's my lateral area. Add that up. To make us 1,137 square feet of total space.
We scroll up a little bit,
Sure.
a little bit more. Keep going to the picture. I'm just trying to show people why I have nightmares.
If I cause PTSD?
Shivers.
It's an excuse. You can never bring flowers to your girlfriend ever again because you just can't stand the sight of a rose petal just makes you cringe. Well, that is our last lesson. Finish homework 40. Monday we start our test. We'll give you guys your last 14 minutes here to work on stuff.